body of a Maserati, the heart of a Ferrari, and the soul of the Alfa Romeo, and one of the best sounding cars out there. Now welcome to the Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione Spider, one of 500 spiders made. I'm gonna put this up real quick. One of 500 spiders made, 500 coupes were made as well, and it was first presented in 2003 as a concept car in Frankfurt. It then launched in 2007 and it was sold out instantly, and it has now become a true collector's item. And I'm actually insanely honored to be able to be given this opportunity to film this car for you today, to share the experience. Super cool owner. To be honest, in the entire world I've only ever seen one, and that was on a closed mountain pass here in Switzerland with the world's most expensive car. So super rare opportunity to drive this today. As mentioned, it is a Spider, but I have to leave the roof up for now for the video, otherwise it is just too noisy and too loud. So as you can hear, this is one of the purest cars of this era for me. One of the best cars, the 2010 era of the modern sports car. As you can hear, the car has a naturally aspirated V8, 4.7 liters. It's a Ferrari engine, so the same engine they later used in the Ferrari California. It produces 450 horsepower, and from 0 to 100 this car accelerates in 4 seconds. The overhead is insane. And also the sound, this really raw driving experience of this car, it's so pure. What they did to the exhaust system is on another level, and it just has so much emotions when driving this car. Car manufacturer these days, they really try to go track focused, super speed, super lightweight and so on, but this time, back then 15 years ago, they had no limitations when it comes to sound, to noise, and this car was purely built as a super GT to enjoy on a perfect day like this. And in orchestra, that is just incredible. And for me, this is what makes this car so beautiful, because it's the emotions that you get from driving. It's a single clutch, 6-speed gearbox from Ferrari, the one we all know, and we all know that we've moved on from this technology, and some would say it's rather slow. It takes a moment, but this is for me what makes this car special. The purity, the rawness, and just the emotions when sitting in this cockpit here. So as Alfa Romeo did not always have the biggest budget when it comes to developments of cars, they used some parts of other manufacturers in this car, like the Brembo ceramic brakes, the sparkle carbon bucket seats. The car was built in Modena at Maserati, where they later also produced the Alfa Romeo 4C. The weight distribution is quite impressive. We have almost a 50-50 ratio. We have the engine in the front and we have the gearbox in the back, so it's a transaxle system, and with the long front and the short back, it gives a super nice handling. It's just so much fun actually, but you do have to be quite careful. You don't have many stability systems to support you, so you do have to be quite careful. Now, as mentioned before, these cars are now a true collector's item. When they first got onto the market here in Switzerland, they cost around 160 to 180,000 Swiss francs, and good examples now cost around 300,000 up to 350 and 400,000. So the price has pretty much doubled in the last years, and as mentioned, you don't really see any of these on the road, as most of them are stored in collections. So to give you a quick overview of what I have in the cockpit, obviously we have the pedal shifters. We don't have any of the unnecessary things on the steering wheel, just the steering wheel, just here to drive, to enjoy. We then have the center console, very similar instruments to Ferrari. I think they used it, the same cluster as well, where you just have a sport mode, reverse, and so on. Actually, we're just gonna go into sport now and see. I mean, just listen to this, guys. At around 4,000, the valves really open. This is incredible. So driving this car right now, I have to say that it is very different from its competitors. And also, if I compare it to a modern GT like the McLaren GT that I did a video on, it is so much harder. As you can see, the camera is also shaking. The suspension is super hard. It is noisy all the time. It's very hard to turn off the noise because the valves open after 4,000 RPMs. It revs up to 7,000 RPMs, so that's where the noise is coming from. But on the one hand side, it is a true GT car. But on the other side, it is not really practical. You do have a very small boot that you can use, but the seats are also quite hard, and I can't really imagine to take this car on a journey for a few hours. So I've heard a lot of people say that this car is not good to drive. In my opinion, it's a lot of fun. It always depends on what you look for in a car, and this car definitely is the right car to drive down the Italian Riviera, to enjoy the noise, take it out on a sunny evening like today here in Switzerland. This is what this car is meant for. It's not always about the performance and the speed, but more the joy and the happiness a car brings to you. And this car is up there. I mean, just listen to this. Alright, so I'm gonna share some more clips now for you to enjoy of the pure sound and some exterior footage we're gonna do later when the sun is heading down. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Huge thanks again to the owner for the opportunity to give me this car for the review, to share with you the experience. If you have any questions, shoot them down below, and otherwise I'll see you soon, guys.